Good afternoon, viewers. My name is Sekai Manyere, and over the camera is Leona Chimushonga. We are doing journalism and digital media studies at Middle State University here in Shavane under Convergence in Hypermedia Production with Dr. Masuku. Mr. Franga, can you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Oh, thank you very much, Ms. Manyere. My name is already stated. I'm Mr. Mhlanga C, a senior teacher at Shavane Primary School with over 30 years experience working for the Ministry of Primary and Secondary Education.
Oh, thank you, sir. So, sir, what really inspired you to become a teacher?
There are a lot of factors when I look down the line now, but the most important thing was the passion for the job and also the status that teaching had during that time. I'm looking back to the 1990s.
Okay, so it seems that during that 1990s year to the 2000 years, there's a real change in education. So what are the other positive learning environment you have input in your learning class? If you look back in the 90s, here in the 2000s, there is a really change, a lot of change in the learning institution. So what are the positive?
There are quite a number of positives that have come when I look back. You find that now children are coming to school when they're so young, like in primary school, as young as 4 years, 5 years. So it means the parents also are young and they have a lot of support to their learning. They are putting a lot of effort to say, my child who is 4 years, I'm looking at a CDA child, is going to school. So to them it's a milestone that this young baby, now 4 years down the line, 5 years down the line, they are now going to school. And they look forward to the next 9 years of development as part and parcel of learning.
Okay, so thank you. So how do you teach those young ages, 4 years, how to read in the writing skills? They will be still young, 4 years.
Yes, they're still young, but in terms of development, a lot has happened to them. They can now read, they can now write, they can even talk, they have got the language. So when they come, they are not like empty, as it were. They already have something to offer. So it's easy to put the foundation. What we now need is to somebody who is well trained. Of course, I teach in the junior level, but we have what we call ECD teachers. These are early childhood development teachers. They are professionals and they are trained to handle such kids. But it's a challenge in itself, but the education system in Zimbabwe is ready for learners from that category.
Okay, so thank you. But those students, those children, those 4 years, 5 years, they'll be still young. And while they have that, some of them will find it difficult to find interest in learning. They'll be still thinking about playing games. So how do you cope and how do you motivate them in learning?
Basically, if all things are equal, what happens is that you must have a play center. The classroom itself is you cannot separate play from learning. So once you do that, there are toys, there are in some schools interactive boards. So you want to have hands-on approach. So coming to school is like going to a play area. So maybe during the first weeks of January, the first 2 or so weeks, if they are in ECDA, that's when they have the challenge. But once they look forward and they are used to the teacher, believe you me, coming to school, going home may be a problem. They may want to stay at school.
They will be
enjoying the lessons.
Okay. Okay, so in this world, which is now full of technology, nowadays. So in your opinion, what role does technology play in the education system?
Technology is a game changer. Like now we can see there are a lot of books. Here in the classroom, there's a lot of marking. But now if you engage technology, marking itself is instant. Feedback to the learners is instant. You can even give information to the parents. So it saves time. Once you have that time, then you can do a lot in terms of interacting with the world at large. So we are a global village, so it's so easy now, made by technology and ICT gadgets. They are very important.
They are very important in our learning
system. Yes, very important.
Okay, thank you, sir. So how do how do you balance the classroom and the sport field being outside?
Yes, there is need to balance sporting activities and the academic work. But now, essentially, you must have a good timetable that clearly spells out the time for sports. But when it's time for competitions now, there may be some challenges where a child is needed in a certain activity, sporting activity, at the same time they have like tests or they are needed in the classroom. But basically we are saying our education system in Zimbabwe and even here at our school considers both the academic side and sporting activity, including arts as well. So we want to have a holistic approach. So with that in challenge, you can always share with other teachers, and then you come out with the best for the child.
So if, in other words, you're trying to say when you're out, the students will be left with another teacher that will be teaching them.
Yes, there are teachers who we call specialist teachers, right? Those ones, they can select their team. Maybe the child is good at swimming, good at cricket. Then those that are very good at that activity, then they can go to the specialist teacher. And then the classroom teacher will remain with the others. But you need to balance so that you give everyone, every child a chance. It's not all that are now playing in elite games that must give an opportunity. Because in primary school, it's all about development. You involve every child. So there are challenges. But like I said earlier on, you need also to have a timetable.
Okay. So how do parents and communities influence students' performance in school?
Yes, that's a good idea that you've brought. Parents play a very important role. First and foremost, children come from their homes. So from the home, they already have interaction with the parent. So the parent must be seen to be positive and supplying the resources to help the government. I'm talking here in terms of fees. It must be paid in time. If there are challenges, the parents can consult and come to school. So yes, parents are very important, even guidance as well. So in primary school, you cannot give everything to the child because they are basically still below 12 years, below 13 years. They're still young. They need the support of everyone. So parents are a very important pillar.
So that's when you conduct your consultation day.
Yes.
To have interaction with them and talk anything that challenges their child. That's consultation.
We have consultation. In fact, consultation days are now part and parcel of the calendar of the school. That is there once every term. So it means a year we have 3 opportunities of meeting the parents. Besides that, we're making use of WhatsApp groups with the parents. So if there's something that you want to talk and you want to give feedback in terms like homework, in terms of challenges that are being faced by the parents, you can make use of WhatsApp groups and so forth.
Also, that's what we call technology.
That's technology. That's the other good side of
technology. Okay, so what advice would you give to the upcoming teachers in the industry?
Well, there are a lot of opportunities in teaching. I just told you, if I remember very well, that 30 years in the service. Yes. So when I look down back those years, I don't think I would have done any other job except what I'm doing now, and I'll continue. Look at me. Somebody may think that I've spent 30 years in the classroom. So I'll tell the new teacher, my friend, if you want to remain healthy and well, and without any hassles, you go for teaching. You have come to the right place. I mean, you're not going to meet any rocks. You're not going to be. There are no hazards except the child. So it's like play. Okay. So this teacher really should be motivated. Besides, of course, the monetary part, you have the holiday. You can travel everywhere. Go to places of interest, save money, and then do other hustles. It's not allowed. It's teachers for economic development.
Okay. So you can do something else.
Plenty of time. In fact, 100 days per year. Tell me which job or profession gives you 100 days of your own and you are still paid.
I know.
While you are not at work. You are at work, of course, as a teacher, 24 hours during holiday. But those really are some of the silent things that people don't talk about. But to me, that's a lot.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your time. we had a great pleasure with you, Mr. Mhlanga. Viewers, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to us. Have a good day. Thank you.